Where do you live in consciousness? Where do you occupy? What is it that you occupy? How do you occupy a state? I want to dive deep into Neville Goddard's really famous quote, and other teachers talk about it too, but Neville really just like hit it within me the best when he says to occupy a state. And I really want to get into this so that you guys get a different perception of this, a different perspective of this rather, so that it will deepen your awareness to what it is that you're doing when you are going within imagination. Okay, so stick with me because you're going to love this powerful video, because I felt so powerful when I was writing on the wise board for you today, and I want and I intend for you all to actually feel this too. So for those of you who are new, or if you're returning, or you're just visiting, because I see you guys visiting, watching my videos and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and like my videos. Thank you so much for being here and liking my channel and subscribing to the channel and liking the videos, sharing the videos, all of that stuff. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can go to TheRoseyLife.com. You can see all the options on how you can work with me, or you can join the Rosey Life course and community, and where I show up every week answering your questions live. I literally stay as long as you guys have questions, and when the questions stop, that's when I kick out. I'm like, I'm gone, right? I stick around as long as the questions keep coming in, and when those slow down, I'm just like, all right, peace out until next week. It's an interactive community. It's not just here's some lessons and I disappear. I show up every week, unless of course I have something going on in my life that I can't do both at the same time, right? So, but I show up almost every week and answering the questions, and then the lessons are for you to do at your own pace, and we discuss them in the course lives. It's all to deepen your awareness of who you are. And if you're interested, you can do that, or you have the one, right? That really goes into depth in imagination. And I've already gotten many emails from those who have purchased the one course, and they said, oh my God, I keep watching it over and over again because it's really clicking. It's starting to sink in what imagination is. And it's like, it's like the comments that I get, it's like people are just like taking their focus off of their desires and putting their awareness on who they are as the I am. And that is powerful, you guys, because the desires are fulfilled when you see who you are. Ooh, okay? So all the information is below. Now, let's get to occupying the state. I know you guys have heard this a million times, because I know I did. So you hear like occupy the state, or be in the state of the wish fulfilled, or all of the, almost like they've almost become like catchphrases, or like I say, bumper stickers or Instagram posts, and you just like keep scrolling through because you've heard it and read it so many times. And so now but even when you hear Neville Goddard speak about it, it's like you kind of glance over the words that he uses and you don't really sink your teeth into them. And that's what I love doing, is I like sinking my teeth into something that he'll say, or I'll read a lecture. And then I'll wake up in the mornings, usually every single morning, I wake up with some kind of download directly from my higher self to me, explaining things to me in a way that Rose resonates with it, in a way that Rose clicks with it. That is what I turn to, because I turn in within and I ask my higher self, show me what this means for me. And when I resonate with anything on a different level, whether it's a Bible scripture or I'm just pointing out things, and sometimes it's from not reading things, sometimes it's just directly from my higher self to me. And you guys are all doing this too. You just have to slow down and listen and be open to receiving your download, be open to receiving this information, because It's great to read, it's great to study, it's great to watch, listen to lectures or listen to teachers. It's awesome, right? But when you having that firsthand experience, that's a game changer. That's everything, because it's not just you're being fed something, you are actually experiencing something. So I can only go so far and to use human words, right, in symbols of these words to describe an experience that only you can have individually for yourself. I can only get you to the door, like in the Matrix, right? But you have to have that experience by walking through it yourself. I can't walk you through the door. I can only show you where the door is or what it looks like, and then you must go within, and that is with you trusting in your higher self, you trusting that you are the one and only cause, you are the everything, you are all of it. So why I love this quote from Neville is he says, all is yours. All of it. All is yours. Do not go seeking for that which you are. Appropriate it, claim it, assume it. Again, all is yours. All. There's that word again. With God, all things are possible. Remember that video? With God, all things are possible. And I mentioned in there that where in the Bible is there an index that says with the exception of the following things? It doesn't exist. That was the point of that comment. With God, all things are possible. And here Neville is saying, all is yours. There are no exceptions. All is yours. All of it. It's all yours. Even you can even bask and chew on that phrase. It's all mine. It sounds so funny, like a cartoon, an evil character, like mwahaha. It's all mine, right? But it is. It's all yours. It's all mine. That's what the scriptures are saying. That's what Neville is saying. All is yours. Do not go seeking for that which you are. Let's break that down a little bit more. Do not go seeking means stop looking and asking and begging and pleading and trying to convince people. This is something I used to do. I used to try to convince people that I was the one, that I was good enough to either work with, coach with, or watch on YouTube, or convince people to like me or be my friend or to hang out with me or to be that chosen girlfriend. Or I used to felt like I had to convince people. How? Either through my words or the way that I looked or what I did or how I talked or what I ate or what I drank or who I was with. It was like trying to convince people of something that I already am. Stop go seeking for that which you are. You are everything. You can drop the convincing, drop the trying to prove yourself that you are worth it, or prove yourself that you have the skills for the job, or prove yourself to money that you deserve it, or prove yourself to a person that they should pick you, or prove your worth. Do you see? You don't have to prove it. You don't have to convince anyone. And you don't have to struggle and effort and work hard for money, or struggle or work hard for your desires to be manifested. You don't have to do all of that. None of that. It's all your beliefs made up that you adopted. It doesn't matter how, that you have to struggle, that you have to work hard, or that you have to convince people, or that you have to prove yourself, that you have to show that you're qualified in some freaking way, right? All of those are beliefs, because we don't have to do any of it, because all is yours. So what the hell are we proving? What the hell are we convincing? Who are we convincing? There's no one to convince. It's already yours. So it's saying, do not go seeking for that which you are. You already it. Whatever it is, whatever the manifestation, your desire is, you're it. You are it. And it says, appropriate it, claim it, assume it. Ooh, here we gonna go, some power words. Okay, so I loved looking up the word appropriation in Webster's dictionary, and I'm like, hell yes. So it says in Webster Dictionary, it says the action of taking something for one's own use without permission. Again, the action of taking something for one's own use without permission. You're not asking. We're not asking for permission to be something, to have something, to do something. I'm not asking. It's kind of like, remember if you had a parent and you would say, why do I have to do that? Or you ask a teacher, you're like, but why? And what does the parent say? Because I said so. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you to go to bed, or I'm telling you, go wash the dishes. I'm not asking your permission, child, right? If you have like a teacher or a parent that talk to you like that, you're just like, there's no debating here, okay? Because mom said so, because dad said so, period. And that's you. You're that mom, you're the dad, you're the authority with your desires, and you're saying, I'm not asking you because it's mine. I'm telling you. This is what you're doing. So appropriating the state, what he's Neville's saying, appropriate it, claim it, assume it. The action of taking something for one's own use without permission. So you occupy that state. You take the state. You are the one taking dominion over the state of your wish fulfilled. And you're not doing this with force. You're not doing this with evil power. You're not doing this. You're only appropriating it with consciousness. You're moving in awareness in that state. You're like, zoom, you're flying down into it. Here's another quote from Neville that is so good, right? Know what you want and go right in and occupy it. Don't ask anyone's permission. Hello, again. Know what you want. Decide what the hell you want. Stop thinking little. Stop settling. Go for it. Know what you want. You want what you want, and you know what you want. You don't have to be afraid of asking for what you want, because it's all yours. Know what you want. Go right in. Go right in and occupy it. Don't ask anyone's permission. Again, Webster saying without permission, Neville saying without permission. Don't ask for permission. You occupy it. Well, let's go back to Webster and see what occupy means. Occupy, to take up, to fill up, right? And it gives an example, and I thought of more examples too. It's like, the chair is occupied because my butt is sitting in it. Thank you very much. So no, you can't sit here. I'm sitting in it. Or another example is in the bathroom. If you go to a bathroom anywhere, right, and you do the little, like even on the lavatory, on the plane or wherever, and you push the button and it becomes occupied. Why is it occupied? Because you don't want no one coming in there because your butt's on the toilet, that you're in there. So you close the door and it says occupied because you are in it. You're in it. You're occupying and like, no, you cannot come in here. I'm in here. Do you see? So you occupy the state. Instead of, you're not waiting for your manifestation. You're not waiting for something to come to you. You're not waiting for someone to call you. No one's waiting for you, people. You're not waiting around, okay? You're not waiting for someone to call you. You're not waiting for money to come to you. You're not waiting to see what happens. You're not waiting to see if it's meant to be. You're not waiting to see if it works out. This is, waiting is implying that you're not occupying it. Do you see? If you're not occupied in the bathroom, then you're the person outside waiting to go in. So do you want to be the one waiting to go into the bathroom, or do you want to be the one in the bathroom on the throne? Take your pick, because that's what you're doing. So you're either waiting or you're occupying. You can't be both. And if you toggle back and forth, then stop toggling and say, no, enough of this toggling back and forth. I'm on the damn throne. Literally, figuratively, or whatever, metaphorically, right? But you're not waiting. You are occupying. It's not coming to you. Oh, I can't wait for the manifestation to come to me, or the universe is bringing me something. That all implies that you're outside. You're the one waiting. Well, meanwhile, somebody else is occupying, right? But there is nobody else. It's just you. So really, the bathroom is not occupied. It's empty, and it's kind of waiting for you to occupy it, because your desires are literally waiting for you to occupy them. It's not you waiting for the desire to come to you. No. And I was talking to my friend, and I was telling her, I said, it's so cool, like reading this, like from a different perspective. And now I think back at Abraham Hicks and how she always uses the example or analogy of the grid is filling in when she goes on these little rampage talks. She's like, the grid is filling in. The more that she like feels it and she's assuming it, and she starts kind of baby stepping in her way into feeling her wish fulfilled, into really occupying the state. The way she does it is with her rampage, and like affirmations, and just like really, and she like builds momentum, if you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I haven't heard of her a long minute, but she's really good at those rampages. But what she says is the grid is filling in, meaning it's starting to go from like digital like sound bites to the more that you occupy it, the grid starts filling in, meaning it becomes more and more solid. And that's when it's actually in your face. So it's not the things coming to you, it's you are occupying it. You're just like, zoom. You are swimming, flying down into it, instead of just standing here waiting like, well, I affirmed and I scripted and nothing's happening. And how come there's like crickets, or how come nothing's moving? Because you're not occupying, you're outside waiting. You have to keep occupying it. In other words, persist. You have to keep occupying, persist in that wish fulfilled, whatever it is that you desire. So there's nothing here. All your desires are literally waiting for you to occupy them. They all exist. All is yours, and all we do is occupy a state. So grab that bitch and occupy it. Go in all the way and assume, appropriate, claim it or affirm it, right? Assume it, visualize it, script it, eat it, drink it, whatever. Occupy it. Stop acting like you're waiting for the bathroom to be open when it's wide open. Do you see? I have no idea where the bathroom analogy came from, but it just came to me. And I hope that it resonates with you. And I hope that this video resonated with so many of you, and that you occupy the damn state already and you stay there. Like, claim it. It's yours. There are no exceptions, none. No index, no exceptions, all right? So thank you so much for liking the video. Thank you for sharing the Rosey Life with everyone else. And thank you for being here. I love you guys and appreciate you guys so, so much. And I will see you guys soon. I love you guys because you're all freaking amazing. Bye.